Yeah, so we're gonna have the Sappers and the Rangers next.
Yeah.
This is another opportunity for an upset. Rangers, I believe, are the bottom of the division. They might be tied for the bottom of the division currently.
I think they're tied from the bottom of the division, but let me double check.
Yeah, and then Sappers are top, like by a lot.
Yeah.
So
Sappers, 17 points. Rangers have 8 points, but for some reason are higher than expected with 11. Maybe because they have more division wins, but less points. So I think Rangers, technically, points-wise, bottom of the division. So you never know what can happen here. The Sappers are a great roster that played them. Caracas Sox Reserve Wolf, who just loves to demo Dr. George, who can absolutely cook you, and Mel. 215 should be high in my opinion because he is so mechanical. Going up against the Rangers roster of waffles. Nobody, who was the rookie of the season last season, I think. BHF, another one of my recent used to be players that I just loved playing with, and Moose, who I believe is doing pretty good in terms of stats. Let me find the stats.
yeah, I think I have been seeing Moose putting up good stats lines. A lot of goals, assists, and saves from them.
Yeah.
Moose is a rookie, so really
Yeah.
good first season from them.
My brain said Moose got player of the week, but looking back, he did not get player of the week.
Yeah, I think there was probably a week where they were like considered for it, but maybe didn't quite get it. I mean, there's so many players now in the league, so
There's quite a
there's
few.
always like multiple people, that
Ooh,
did
yeah.
really good.
16 players, 4 players per roster. A lot of players. But I guess while we wait for Rangers to join, who do you think will win?
Hmm. I think I think the Sappers are gonna take it. I do. I kind of want to see Rangers take it just to see the fourth
Yeah.
big sweep or the fourth big upset sweep. And but I do think Sappers are gonna take it. I think the Sappers are currently one of the best teams in the league, and are just gonna be really hard for anyone to beat. But I mean, Kings did actually get an upset against the Sappers last week,
We did. We
so
did.
yeah,
Debut
yeah,
new
that was
roster.
your
We
team.
got a 2-1 to a 2-1 win over them. I believe 2 of them were overtimes. I don't remember correctly. But yeah, Sappers are a fantastic roster. As Wolf leaves for some reason, probably changing his car. Maybe he'll bring out like the Battle Bros or something. Oh, he's back. Okay. And Rangers not doing super great in the season right now. Not a lot of points, but still a good roster on paper. I can't wait to see what they can do against this Sappers team who just loves to get in your face. They all left the demo, especially Wolf. They want to. They want us. They don't play the ball. They play the car. It's very annoying, but it's very beatable. So hopefully Rangers can make this a show.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually playing in a private match with the Zerwolf earlier today, and he was going crazy with the demos. So I'm definitely expecting to see some demos this match.
I think he has the record for most demos in a series.
He does.
I think he
He actually
recently.
has top one, and he broke it with, I'm pretty sure, 18 demos in week one, and then got 20 demos in week two.
Yeah, that man
So
is an
a little
absolute
crazy.
menace.
Yeah, he really is.
When we played against him, I probably said I'm dead more times than I said anything else.
Yeah, yeah. That's just how it goes when you're in a lobby with Reserve Wolf.
Yep. I think I played with him a little bit as well. I think during RLCS, we were just kind of playing some six mans while we wait for the NRG game, and I'd asked him to stop killing me, and then he said no because you're the only one that's staying still, while I was clearly not staying still and running away. So he's definitely gonna be like a heat-seeking missile coming straight for you.
Yeah, and Reserve Wolf, another rookie. A lot of rookies in these games. I feel like I normally don't see that many with that. But he does have that rookie title. I think he's currently in the lead for Rookie of the Season for this season so far. I believe so. He's been putting up a lot of really high stats. He's sitting at like 4 or 5 goals a week. You know, some assists, some saves, so yeah.
Looks like they're here. I'll give them the go ahead.
Oh yeah, bring him in.
Alright, time to start series number 2. Sappers versus Rangers. Waffles, Nobody, and Moose versus Mel, Reserve Wolf, and Dr. George. Let's see what these guys can do. I mean, get the goal kickoff. Next kickoff does a whole lot, but okay. Waffles. To George with the great 50. Nobody's up. Off the backboard, Waffles now boost. Reserve Wolf gets past him. Nobody gets demoed by George. Mel, nothing get his touch. Reserve Wolf gets it. Nobody challenges. Mel collects. Gets a pass one. And absolutely flicks the other. Mel is crazy.
Yeah, that was great by Mo. Wow. Great shot.
Yeah, I don't know who that second guy that he got past was, but he kind of got cooked. Has a good kickoff for Rangers. Gets cleared away. Out to George. Gets shot by Nobody. Nobody's up. Waffles. Over to Nobody. Moose. Not the greatest touch. Reserve Wolf clears it downfield. Waffles needs to get it clear. Gets it off backboard. Nobody with a follow-up. Mel collects it a little bit. Right back towards the Rangers' goal. Nobody has a little bit of boost. Past one. Mel collects as well. Wolf was with a nice challenge. Reserve Wolf does not read that bounce. Moose puts it on target. But a save from Reserve Wolf. Nobody. To the corner. Reserve Wolf gets the ball to George. Gets the boost. Reserve Wolf goes for a pass. Moose stops it. A 50. Goes right to George. Not a boost. Reserve Wolf to the corner. Nobody clears it away. Mel collects that clear. Moose gets it right back. Reserve Wolf pops it up. No, George wants to get the ball. Waffles. 50's over to the side. Nobody. Mel clears it away. Moose wants to collect, but has no real boost. He's playing 50 now. Nobody goes for a demo. And that's shot far for Waffles. Waffles double tap. Unfortunate. I wanted to see him double tap.
Yeah, that was really close by Waffles there. Nobody's gonna have opportunity, maybe for a center. Fakes it out, but Reserve Wolf's able to get the clear. And there's a demo.
A little weird touch from Waffles, but nobody's up. Collects it to the sidewall. He's gonna keep going off of the backboard. Over to Moose. The save from Dr. George. Waffles collects it. Has 100 boost. Fast off to George. Reserve Wolf. It's challenged by Nobody. Mel was Moose. Mel wins. and it's an open net for Mel. This one is just him being faster than Moose, as he is instantly up with not a whole lot of boost, but a fair amount is all it needs to get another goal.
Let's see.
Super
Nobody is going to be able to take possession off this. Mel with the 50, though. See what Moose can do. Moose immediately gets demoed by Reserve Wolf, as well as Waffles. Nobody's holding it down, though. Yeah, so Reserve Wolf, we're already now seeing these demos really coming out. We talked about this a bit earlier, but, you know, they can really open up just the backlines of these teams to getting scored on. And that, wow, that one's in. Nearly got crossbarred, but great shot by Waffles. And just nobody in the net.
I don't think Waffles knew that was going to go in. When he shot it, it looked a little bit too high, but the crossbar was his friend. Rangers only down by 1 with 1:46 left. Let's see what they can do on kickoff. Nobody's up. Has a little bit of boost. Go for just for double tap. George clears it. Moose off of the backboard. Mel hit the touch. And the second one needs to keep going with it. Past one. Reserve Wolf. Both of them are there. Moose has to collect it. Mel. Waffles leaves for nobody. Nobody's going for a shot. Unfortunate. I thought Mel was going to peek. Mel gets the pass to those defenders. Moose immediately challenges. Dr. George collects it. Nobody's up to challenge immediately when he sees a pop. Mel plays it down. A little bit of a dog commit, but the fake for nobody. Nobody has might have a shot on target. Waffles, a little bounce pass over to Moose, unable to get it on target, unfortunately. And it's cleared right back over to the Rangers' side. Moose collects it. Wolf immediately kills him for it. George with not a lot of boost. Gets that ball. Mel's up. Minus 50. Reserve Wolf. To the side. Immediately challenge for Waffles. Nobody has a little bit of boost. Wants to get it past Dr. George. Almost does, but Dr. George remains stoic on defense. Dr. George clears it away. Waffles stops the clear. Mellows up. Hits it to the corner. Nobody has a boost. Off of the backboard. Moose goes for a shot. It got super close. Waffles wants to the follow up. Nobody goes for a shot. Wolf immediately stops it. One more possible shot, and they leave it. And it wasn't powerful enough. Sappers are going to break the streak of teams getting swept by worse teams by division.
Yeah, great showing by the Sappers there. Let's see, we see 3 demos from Dr. George, 5 from Reserve Wolf. So, yeah, good showing from them. Reserve Wolf's kind of on pace. If he gets a couple more demos in the next games, could maybe beat that record. But yeah, good showing from them. Mel takes the MVP with 2 goals as well, getting both the goals for the Sappers this game. You know, not too high scoring of a series this game. I feel like both these teams actually had really solid like rotations in defense. They were just like weren't really letting any easy goals through.
Yeah, I feel like game ones are usually pretty low scoring as they're trying to figure each other out, how each team is playing on that day. But Mel is doing his part and being that shooter. Well, as we go into game number 2, how will Rangers respond to the Sappers win against them? Let's see. Moose and Wolf on kickoff. Goes straight to the right. Nobody collects. Mel puts right where it needs to be. Fakes the jump. Waffles gets a soft touch over to Moose. Wolf steals it back. Moose challenges Dr. George over to possibly Wolf. Nobody's 50s it. Has a little bit of control still. Mel controls it. Gets past one. over the center. Moose, fortunately, did not get dunked there. The George controls it. Waffles wants to see what he can do with 100 boost. Gets bumped off, of course, by Wolf, because who else? Wolf over to Mel. Mel pops it up for George, possibly. Takes a little while for him to go, but Waffles is able to beat him. Mel fakes it. Wolf controls it.
Yeah, and he's gonna... Yeah, good hit there by Wolf. Gonna get the clear out. And another demo, too. Taking out nobody. Possession does just go right back to Moose, though, and Rangers here. Nobody's gonna put a center. Good save by Mel. That was actually a little concerning. That's just gonna be it.
What happened? What?
Wow.
Wolf kind of takes it from Mel. Does a soft touch. Nobody goes for the ball. Dr. George just simply hits it on target. Does no one back. That was a very weird play, but it's also a Sapper play, so it makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely was a Sapper play.
Nice
Dr. George.
The musty flick.
Dang.
That was not a Sapper play. That was just a great play. Nice thing from Mel. Dr. George goes a little bit of a musty flick. Gets past the third man, and that was a very nice shot.
Yeah, and Dr. George now with 2 goals. Yeah, I mean, this series already a bit more higher scoring. Sappers are really just coming out aggressive. Mel's gonna center that though, but Moose is right there to defend.
Nice play from Wolf. Dr. George follows it up. Moose wants to get that boost. Was able to. Gets the first touch past one, but Wolf is right there. Wolf is to the side. Nobody gets a touch. Mel's right there to receive it. Moose wants to control a little bit. It's a pass one with a little bit of faking. Nobody. Corner once again. Gets the boost. Waffles gets immediately bumped out. Probably by Wolf. I don't want you to know. Wolf goes for a shot. Pinches off of the floor.
Yeah, that shot was crazy. I don't think anyone saw that one coming. Yeah, what a weird angle.
What a weird shot. Did not look like it was going to be a pinch at all, but it works. As Wolf gets his first goal of the series.
Yeah, Sapper's kind of unorthodox offense here is really working out for them this game. We see the demos coming out from them. Another demo. I think that's 3 in about 5 seconds. Make that 4.
Wolf with another demo.
Yeah, jeez.
George? Oh, I want to see double tap. I love double taps. Wolf gets 50. Moose has a little bit of time. Kind of. It's right at George. George gets it past 1. Goes for the double tap, Rooney. Leaves it for Mel, but it's stopped by Waffles. Nobody collects the ball. Not the best first touch, but it's okay. Moose has it. Pass 1, pass 2. Wolf gets the touch. Nice thing from Waffles. Mel gets a touch away, I think. What he might have missed. Moose wants to keep on going. Dr. George collects. Nobody challenges. Not a lot of boost, but you see what he can do.
I don't even know who got demoed there, but someone did.
I don't even know what's happening, to be honest. Waffles. Up, cleared away by Dr. George, of course. Moose. Had a little bit of boost. Pops it past 1. But Mel gets a second touch to clear it to the corner where no one's waiting. Nobody. Pass back to Moose. Wolf dunks him. Goes off the corner. Waffles receives it. Not the best touch as Dr. George again takes it. Mel going for another aerial solo play. Possible fake, but Waffles stops it again. Nobody has boost. Once again, gets past George. Over to Moose, but the pass is read by Dr. George. George leaves it for Mel. Mel has a second touch, possibly. Nice chance for nobody. George passed the demo man and almost gets a double tap.
I think he demoed the same guy twice in a row there as well. Reserve Wolf is really looking for blood here.
Reserve Wolf is a menace to society.
Yeah. And it does hit the ground. That's game 2, 3-0 for Sappers.
Wow. What do Rangers need to do in order to not die and maybe win a game?
I guess just try to be like super aware of like your camera. You kind of just have to like always be watching where the Sappers are, especially Reserve Wolf, as he did of 8 of the 10 demos for the Sappers that game. So, which by the way, actually, that does mean Reserve Wolf is sitting at 13 demos.
If he can get 8 more demos again, he beat his own record again.
Yeah, so I'm expecting he's for sure taking note of that in his mind and his, he knows that 8 number is what he's looking for. So I think we'll be seeing probably him demo chasing a bit here.
Absolutely. When you win 2 games and it's just like the third one's just for fun in your head, Dr. George and Rel are very much telling Wolf, hey, get 8 demos again. Don't worry about the game. And you're like, okay, I got you. So they will.
Let's see. And I mean they 3-0'd last time.
So.
We kind of saw Reserve Wolf does this thing. I've seen it in some of his games before, where if he's ahead, like once he's ahead by 2-3 goals with the Sappers, then that's when he's like, all right, I'm just demoing these guys over and over. So if they can get a little lead here, I think we'll definitely see him coming out with those.
Let's see what he can do. See if we can get enough time with a 2-3 goal lead. As nobody goes for a double tap. Dr. George reads it off of the ceiling to Wolf. Wolf clears it to the corner. Mel P-jumps because of course he does. Waffles collects it, but passes right to Reserve Wolf. That is not what you want to see. Reserve Wolf had a great pass in chat, but I don't think he meant to.
Yeah, I actually see him in the cam shaking his head. I think he was feeling a little bad about that great pass, maybe. I don't think that was a purposeful one, but...
No, it was definitely like a knee-jerk reaction when that happens in like ranting or cash, where you get past you just say good pass. Reserve Wolf goes for some mechanics with Dr. George. Goes for a double tap. Wolf goes for a demo. Mel follows up. And that was a 3-man play from Sappers. Sappers, starting with a bump from Reserve Wolf, Dr. George puts it towards the side from Mel to get a follow-up shot, as Wolf is continuing to be a menace to society, specifically to the Rangers society.
Yeah, and I mean, Sappers looking even better than they did the first 2 games. Already a minute in, 2-0. So I think we may be seeing these demos start to come out. As we did see a bump. Yeah. Oh, there's one. As this is kind of a crazy mechanical play. Yeah. That was lasting for a while. Another demo.
That's due for Wolf. So George clears it away. As Wolf gets more boost, aka ammo for demos. Mel doesn't control it, gets it past 1. Mel's there for the follow-up. Dr. George watches as nobody hits it right towards center to Wolf. Waffles beats the clear from Wolf. And Moose gets the follow-up touch and a goal for Rangers. I bet that feels great.
Yeah, I mean, that's huge momentum-wise for Rangers. And I mean, still plenty of time to go. Only down 1, so... That's really big for the mental there.
A third one for Wolf, of course, because why not?
Yeah.
Mel collects it a little bit. Good for a pass. Nobody stops him. Up from nobody. Moose wants to keep on going. So George slams him down. Nobody gets a great save. That could have been another goal for Sappers, but nobody really showing off for his team. Up to George. Nobody collects it though. Gets the pass one. Waffles hits it towards Mel. That may be a follow-up shot for somebody. George clears it towards the ceiling. Reserve row from Mel working together to clear it away. Waffles. Good 50 over to Moose, who has a little bit of time, a little bit of boost. George clears it away. Wolf and George are up. Waffles clears it. I mean, collects it. Mel stops it, but nobody with a follow-up. That was a great catch from Waffles. I was so close, and Mel had no idea how to stop it. Nobody with a follow-up. Rangers are starting to play together as a team, working together. Love to see it.
Yeah, and the game's actually tied up now 2-2, so really big, difference from the last game. That one might just roll right in after that demo there. Who was that demo?
I think nobody. Rangers, as it showed that they have demo plays too. Waffles with a little bit of a fake. Nobody goes for the defender, and it just kind of bounces in. The real question is, will Reserve Wolf continue his strat of demo chase, or is he going to be start to try to win this game 3? Dr. George collects it, pass Moose, pass Waffles, gets a double tap. That's what I wanted to see the entire time. Wolf leaves the match. I don't know why he did. But Dr. George kind of pops off a little bit with a great double tap. Wolf is back immediately. I don't know what happened there, but
I think he was having some kind of issue earlier when I was playing with him. That would make him leave and then have to rejoin. Some kind of lag or something. So, good timing at least that it was while we were just on that off screen there.
Did not affect the game at all. A quick leave and join. Mel with a great challenge. Reserve Wolf goes for a demo, but no one's there. A little bit of a team bump. Wolf is going to continue to go for demos. He is just in the Rangers' goal, looking for defenders. Mel collects it, has a little bit of boost. 50 from Waffles. Reserve Wolf over to Moose. That was almost a goal. He had no boost. Reserve Wolf goes for a double tap of himself. Reserve Wolf. He doesn't just demo, he scores a goal. What a great little slow double tap from Reserve Wolf.
Yeah, that was great. Really showing off those mechanics there. Gonna get the second goal of the series. And as we come into this now, last minute here, Rangers are now down again. Ooh, that was close to them almost being down 2, but they're down 1. So, yeah, minute on the clock. Let's see if they can get that last goal they need here for overtime.
Nobody has a little bit of mechanics for himself. Reserve Wolf reads the fake. Waffles follows it up. The crossbar is in fact Rangers' worst nightmare as it stops them and it's cleared away. That was a huge chance for them. After George follows it up, nobody clears it towards that side. Just wants to do a little follow up. Mel does a great 50. Waffles catches it. After George reads his opportunity. A bounce shot that is a little bit too high. Cleared away by Waffles. Mel pops it up. Nobody's there to take it away. Reserve for demos again, of course. Nobody clears it to the side. Goes for a sidewall read or something. Last couple of seconds. Can Rangers get us their second goal? Waffles go for a double tap. Moves way too close to capitalize on that great play from his captain. Sappers 3-0 Rangers.
Yeah, and great performance by the Sappers there. Let's see. Wow, there was actually only one demo by Reserve Wolf that last game. So Reserve, which I'm surprised too.
There were at least 4 or 5.
So there were actually 4 demos by the Rangers that last game, apparently. which I mean I did remember that one by nobody. That was really good and did lead to a goal. And but yeah, I mean that kind of just shows though how Reserve Wolf almost got MVP. He got 2 goals that game, 2 saves. So if he had to lock in to take down this Rangers squad, and he did great showing by him, great showing by Mel, MVP. I think Mel was MVP all 3 games, and yeah, Dr. George right up there, just barely below him in points. Yeah, great showing by everyone
yeah.
on both teams.
Yeah.
So what? That was a sweep. I believe that's 6 points to Sappers, 1 point to Rangers, because overtime. I think so.
I think so.
Yeah. So I mean, Sappers really cementing themselves as top of their division. One of the best teams in the league for sure. And Rangers still coming out with a point, I think, and then, so and honestly, this was a really competitive series, I would say. Like even though it was a sweep for Sappers, 4-3. We had the overtime earlier, so Rangers putting up really good fight.
Yeah, and that's all we have planned for. So I'm gonna let you take us out.
All right, yeah, that is our final game of the night. We've got, what is Thursday today? Yeah, so we've got another game on Friday, and then we also have another game on Sunday. So you can tune into those. They should hopefully be being streamed. But with that being said, keep it quick.